Christmas to you all! The Friday has landed. Thankfully, we were aware that it was, in fact, Friday this week. We massively improved our ability to keep track of the days following the release of the Shadowlands. And thanks to my stream, they reminded me yesterday was Thursday, today was Friday, although several of them tried to trick me into thinking that it was still Thursday. As you can see, the festivities are beginning. We have many, many Christmas festive emotes going along with our stream. Christmas is on its way. And along with that, my wonderful team, Nups and Chris, have been working diligently in order to troll me, basically, to have something to do at Christmas. And they made me this wonderful thing that I'd like to make all of you aware of Drama Time and on the YouTube about.
It is I, the ghost of Preachmas yet to come, and you, Ever Preacher Scrooge, are found wanting in Christmas spirit, and must be punished for your grievous misdeeds. Your crimes are beyond counting. To name but a few, you're guilty of unjustly tormenting Frosty K's, of not according the appropriate respect to anime, and of spending money on a hair transplant rather than a new graphics card for your hard-working employee. For these infractions, you are hereby sentenced to 12 days of torture at the hands of your audience. Today, we announce the 12 days of Preachmas, in which each day, beginning on December 13th up until Christmas Eve, a game will be chosen from a member of the audience, which you will be subjected to live on stream. You will not know what game has been chosen prior to the day in question, and will have no choice but to play it. To those wishing to enter the game of choice, they should record a short video message explaining what game they've chosen and why, upload this as an unlisted video on YouTube, and fill the submission form in at preachgaming.com/Preachmas. Games should be easily available via Steam or some other platform, should be suitably playable within a 4 to 6 hour period, and should not be against TOS. Submissions will be chosen based on the quality of the game and of the video message, so make sure to put in the effort. Submission deadline will be midnight GMT on December 8th. May the purpose have mercy on your soul, Mr. Preach.
Praise the 12 days indeed! They have that planned to have some Christmas fun. We'll have a little bit of the stream. He doesn't blink! How is this possible? How could he do it? Christmas web show is indeed still happening. It should be a ton of fun. We're going to be doing it, the Christmas web show, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, on the Saturday the 19th. So it's going to be, my birthday is on the 17th. As you know, it's always near Christmas. So we'll be having our birthday Christmas web show Saturday the 19th of December. We'll be cracking some drinks, kicking back, and having some fun on a Saturday evening. It should be a ton of fun. Now, in Shadowlands, we've got Glory of the Shadowlands Raider hero done. All the dungeon achievements done this week. We capped our Paladin. Our Kyrian Divine Tolling Paladin is capped and done, and he's already semi-geared through the power of magic. What else did we do this week? We went on achievement runs for the first time ever. We went in a full achievement day thanks to a wonderful member of our guild, Mr. Crusher, who took me on a rare farm journey, and now I'm obsessed with getting the backpack. We're getting Blanchie's mounts, we're getting some Necrolord bone backpacks as well, all sorts of stuff that we've been collecting. It's been a hell of a week. We've got so much done, and the Shadowlands just keeps giving and giving and giving, and of course, raiding begins next week. Raiding does begin. Magic? Yeah, it was pretty magical how we suddenly skipped over a lot of the stuff to do. So Christmas is looking pretty awesome. Lots of things happening. Looking forward to seeing some Christmas messages from you guys, of any, even if you have fun with it. Whatever it's going to be. Looking forward to everything we're doing in December. In January, we're all sleeping. It should be fine. But December, we're going to be super, super busy. And that's good stuff. Anyway, that's not why you're here today. Oh, a little small reminder. The t-shirts are nearly gone. Just let you know. The Tower of Memories t-shirts are nearly gone. We're not sure when we're reordering some more. So that is just letting you know. They're all on the website. Let's go. We were browsing through our drama stories before we've been streaming all day today. And this one caught our eye as a story we probably want to find out about. Although we don't want to experience it for ourselves. It's called The Group 6 of Raiding. Now, this story is different than a lot that we get, as they have provided all the Discord messages and screenshots involved with this tale. There's a lot of them. And I feel like we're about to meet somebody who takes cutting-edge raiding very, very, very seriously. Very, 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 very seriously. More seriously than I've seen in a lot of World First guilds who have a lot of money on the line and people's jobs and things like that. So I feel like we're going to traverse down a dark and dangerous road, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're about to traverse that road. So let's go. Now, I just looked at the amount of names involved here. There's a lot, so I'm actually going to pick the names as we go, because I'll see how often they pop up. I am going to include a couple to get us started, such as the name of their old guild master. Let's have a look here. So we are still using our Patreon names for now as we work through those. But we will, of course, be shifting over to our website friends once these have run dry. But don't worry, if you supported us on Patreon, you're still good. You're still awesome. But we are asking people to move over to the website, as it makes things a lot better for us. Okay, the old GM. Adri, you could be the old GM. Let's get an officer in. An officer's bound to be involved in some way, shape, or form. Let's have Patterson. Get in here. The main tank. Main tank's always involved in guild drama in some way. They have so much authority and sway. Let's go with Aldian. And we've got a few friends here. I don't know what this guild's called. Probably for the best. Let's just pick one person. Let's go with Alyssa. Alyssa for now. Let's go with Alyssa for now. Okay. I don't know where this story goes. Hopes and prayers, friends. Hopes and prayers. The beginning. The story takes place 2 months before the Shadowlands launches. All I can tell you is that it takes place on Area 52. Oh, dear. Area 52. Well, we know how that went for Area 52, don't we? We do know how that went. That is an F straight away. Area 52 did not have the best time with the launch of the Shadowlands, as we know. Where to begin? Mike? 2 months before the Shadowlands launched, our squad of players were coming together to find a guild to raid with. The squad, as we refer to it, is a group of guys who have known each other since childhood. We are now 30 years of age. We searched all over the forums and the Reddits to find a guild that needed our group. We were a group of 6. Oh, is it not team 6? Oh, it's group of 6. Okay. 1 tank, 3 DPS, and 2 healers. Ooh, that's difficult. For a mythic raiding roster? Dude. Is there any mythic guild that could take 1 tank, 3 DPS, and 2 healers? Damn, that's not easy. We knew already that would be difficult. Good. Now add on the requirements of we could only raid T/R 8 till 11. T/R. What's that? 8 till 11. CST. Now it was super hard. T/R? Tuesday. Oh, do you guys call that Tuesday, Thursday? Oh. Why don't you just go TT? America. Okay, Tuesday, Thursday, 8 till 11. It was super hard. After searching and searching, we finally found one. A ridiculous guild name, to be sure. Yeah, that is a terrible guild name. We joined up and we are getting to know people slowly. I even add Audrey on Instagram, which is a big step to becoming actual friends. It was mentioned by Adri, the GM at the time, that she would love to... she. You added it on Instagram? She? Okay. That she would love to see us participate with the guild and get to know everyone before raiding actually started. So the 6 of us would join the guild Discord and set up Among Us games for 10 players and play a couple of times a week with the guild. They weren't terrible to play with, except for some players. We played and chatted for 2 months. We were fairly involved. When we weren't playing games with the guild, we'd hang out in our own Discord and chat with my brother, my girlfriend, other non-guildy people, etc. I even helped create a spreadsheet for our raid roster for the guild, which is an officer's job, but I did it to help without being asked to. Their leadership didn't seem very organised or well equipped in the leadership skills, to be honest. Okay. We would discuss raid roster with Adri and compositions. We, mainly me and Alyssa, who's part of the squad, would talk about strategies and cooldowns and really get involved with the raid comp. All 6 of us would be at every guild meeting. What is it with you guys in guild meetings? The fuck are you doing? And it seemed like we were off to a good start for the Shadowlands. We were very excited to finally be in a cutting-edge guild. Do you guys have guild meetings? Like, regularly? Does that happen? Like, for real? Do you guys, like, sit and have, like, guild meetings and shit? No? I haven't heard of that in fucking forever. We had one before Shadowlands sometimes. Okay. I mean, whatever floats your boat. It's just, we do it pre-raid. If there's anything to let us know, we find out when the raid's in. That's when Alex does it. It's some news for you guys. That's pretty much it. Okay. We are very excited to finally be in a cutting-edge raid guild, who seem to be really, really want us to be there. Aww. They would often have 10 to 15 people in the guild Discord at a time, spread across 1 or 2 channels. The channels were very large, so we typically keep our 6 in our own Discord because there's no way to have meaningful conversations with people when there's 15 people in one chat room. You made a click. That's what you did. You made a click. What you did. And they noticed, didn't they? They noticed. The Shadowlands launch. Yay! Shadowlands is finally here. We are all off to a great start and leveling characters and running straight into Mythics. Each day we'd log in, join our Discord and group with as many of the squad as we could just to run some Mythics. We didn't join the guild Discord because they were off doing their own thing. And we didn't think that it was very necessary... until... the first red flag appeared. And here it is. A guild message of the day appeared. Please make sure to sign up to Castle Nathria on December the 8th. If you are planning on being in the heroic team, it would be strongly advised if you can make it. Thank you. You have sign-ups for normal in a Mythic Raid Guild? I play a different game than some of you guys. I swear to God. Yeah, so this is a Mythic Raid Guild. It's a Mythic Raid Guild. Yeah, a guild message of the day appears. Make sure to sign up to normal Castle Nathria on December 8th. At 3 p.m, by the way. This is like afternoon. At 3 p.m. If you are planning on being in the heroic team, it would be strongly advised that you can make it. Thank you. Yeah, it's at 3 p.m. The heroic team? I mean, they must have cleared Mythic, right? They must have killed N'Zoth. All right, let's see where it takes us. But I am already like, I would agree. If I joined this guild and that message appeared, I would be like, how many things trigger you about this one guild message of the day? Like, from your perspective right now, let me go through the things that bother me about this. 3 things that really piss me off about this message, that would actually make me want to leave the guild. Firstly, we're doing some form of sign-up system. No. Like, no. For me, honestly, if you're still doing sign-ups, that's a problem in my book. That is a fucking problem in my book. Like, you let people know if you can't make it. That's the way it should be. If you're in a Mythic Raid guild, at that point, you let people know if you can't make it. Which is fine. If you can't make it for a week or two, just make sure you let people know. Do not expect all your raiders to sign up every week. I don't agree with that. 2, a raid at 3 p.m. Now, I can go as a streamer, but that strongly is bad for the guild. That there's some sort of strongly recommended raid to be at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And if you're planning on going to Heroic, that's 3 things that would be instant leaves for me. I would leave this guild based on even one of those 3 things. Right? Of course I'm in the Heroic team. If we were in a Mythic Raid guild, why wouldn't everybody in the guild be in the Heroic Raid team? A Mythic Raid guild, I might be in a bubble here, but a Mythic Raid guild, I can tell you what our guild did. Our guild reached out to our old raiders that don't play WoW anymore to get them to come in to be part of Heroic if they were looking to play Shadowlands. That's what we did. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. So, Whoa Dude number 1, Mike. I wonder who they're talking about being a click. Well, I've not seen that yet. I haven't heard anything about that. The raid would be 2 p.m. where we are. So, a 2 p.m. raid, question mark. During a work day, question mark. Lol, these fucking neckbeards. There's no way. And if our group of 6 doesn't show to that, then these shitters will have more gear. Maybe they're Lego Bis Power from Denathrius, and we won't. We ran some dungeons with them, and it was very clear to us that we were much better players than them. We'd run with a Resto Shaman, and they'd never drop Tremor for a Fear or a Capstone on mobs. Same thing with DPS. They would never use their utility or showing any sort of skill outside of just doing damage. Certainly none of the things that you would expect to see from somebody who raids Mythic. So the thought of them getting a little more gear and Legos than us was actually a little frustrating. And we scoffed at the idea of a 2 p.m. raid during a work week. So we tried to schedule our own normal raid for Wednesday night. Oh my god, this is like so painful. Because it's not worked from step 1, right? But you're just drilling down. You're digging a hole. You're like, well, if you go that way, I'm going this way. And at some point, we're going to rip everything apart. The guild saw this as being click-like. It is! It is click-like. You clearly do not fit into the guild. One of us received a message saying you won't raid normal with the guild on a Tuesday, but you're going to raid it alone on a Wednesday. ... The 3 dots of shame, question mark. Well, of course we are. We also need the gear, and you guys are going to be saved to normal. And you're only doing the run when it's convenient for you and your group of neckbeards. I didn't say this, but this is what we thought. All right, we have the guild messages where they were asking about it. Okay, so I'll do some voices to try and make it sense. Is 3 p.m. on the 8th a typo? No. The officer said he's going to run through normal at 3 p.m. and invited guildies. Not a required guild event, don't worry about it. But that's like a really odd time, considering most people work until at least 5. Don't worry about it. It's really not a required run. Yeah, it's not a required guild run. We want to clear full normal before going into heroic. That's why we're doing it early. Trust me, it's only optional. It's only optional, they kept saying. But it also said in the guild message of the day that it would be strongly advised that we turned up. The second red flag. Alright, so for me, I've already got 3, but here comes the second. Adri thought it would be a great idea to do a plate stack Mythic Zero group this week so the team could funnel gear and prepare for raid. Okay, we all did that. I did it on stream. I agreed, and we were over there trying to form groups for the plate stack and a cloth stack for our Shadow Priest, Holy Priest, and Warlock. Adri messages Patterson, one of the officers, the main tank, if he'd be interested in running a plate stack. Hey man, I was thinking that this week, on normal raid times, we could schedule a plate group and maybe a cloth group for our 6 of the guild can all work together to get good gear for everybody. Patterson replied in all caps, I am so fucking tired of people trying to make one type of armor group. People are always asking me to tank for them. Okay, so the main tank's a little pissed that he might have to tank for the guild. Alright, alright. Okay. Okay. Vice versa, I offered to tank for Keg so he could have a break. He was like, no. I am the tank. I tank this. I replied, but bro, you're the main tank. I was just seeing if you're available for the plate group. It's really not a big deal. Armor stacking is a waste of fucking time and doesn't help. Trying to coordinate a whole guild to try and be with the same armor types is just confusing. Wait. But I need to do a male group. But there's no male tanks. I don't know what to do. I don't know. How do we fix this? Not to mention, Patterson is also the biggest troll. Just to give you an idea, he wasn't the only one who thought this in the guild. When Adri was asking about the armor stack, Patterson responded like this. Again, okay, so... okay, so I have Discord messages now. This is Patterson, the main tank. What time are you trying to be on tomorrow? Adri replies, I think we're going to try and have groups rolling at 8 Central. Figured that'd be the easiest for everyone since it's raid time. Aiming to knock out 4 or 5 tomorrow, then finish up on Thursday. Gotcha. So yeah, if you're going to do that, then just count me out. I'm going to do all 16 Mythic Zeros tomorrow on my own. Okie dokie is the reply. The only reply to that, and it's less than a minute later. One message that I'm going to do all 16 tomorrow, and the reply is less than a minute later, like, okie dokie. Like, we totally expect that to be the case. Yeah, so that's 2 runs. He's doing 2 characters, right? 16 M0s is 2 characters. Okay, you guys are softcore, by the way. 16 Mythic Zeros tomorrow? Dude, that's more than 10 hours of dungeons straight. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I did that on Wednesday, right? So don't fucking judge me. And also, if it's taking you 10 hours to do Mythic Zeros, you're not a Mythic Raiding Guild. You understand? You understand? You understand where I'm coming from? Alright? I did it in stream time. Fucking easy. Easy. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. It's really not a lot. God, we're nerds, aren't we? We're a fucking bunch of nerds in this stream. 16's not a lot of dungeons. Praise be to the purpose indeed. We're some fucking nerds. 16 dungeons? What is that? A morning? Before lunch? Or what? Fucking slackers. After this moment in guild chat, I brought up figuring out an armor stack group. Since Patterson and Adrian in guild chat, in front of everyone, I unfortunately do not have a screenshot of this for you, Mike, was saying armor stacking is ideal in practice, but practically impossible. Nobody is online at the same time. Asking people to not do Mythic for a few days isn't going to work. What? I disagreed. Armor stacking is totally fine. It's just a matter of speaking to each other and being patient. They did not like this. Patterson messaged me on the side, and we, in his words, were going to hash it out and come to an understanding that it was a miscommunication and that Patterson didn't like that I implied he was just impatient to wait for others just to armor stack in Mythic Zero. This brings us, Mike, to the guild kick. You guys got kicked? Okay. I bring you to the 2nd of December. So this is 2 days ago. 11 a.m. A message received by Alyssa from one of the officers. So I assume this is Aldian. Let me just double check it. I'm getting the names right here. No, this is Adri, the old guildmaster. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Okay. Guildmaster message received on Discord. You ready? Excuse me. Alyssa. I wanted to reach out to you about a few things. I have gotten some messages over the last week or so with some concerns about your group not coming into Discord unless you are running something with the guild. I reached out to someone and asked him why, and while I understand wanting to be in your own Discord with people you know, it's quite noticeable when a quarter of our roster isn't hanging out getting to know people. I can't stress how important it is for trials to get to know everyone, to become a part of the family. It's why I try and get to know everyone during interviews and try to see if we will all get along. Having a small guild makes this super important. We do not want cliques to overwhelm the guild. There was also a frustration with events from trying to make loot groups for Mythic Zeros. It was your idea to make the group, but when somebody and I saved our lockouts for your group, you had already started before the set time. Didn't include that in your little story, did you? Now, while I wouldn't normally get bent out of shape about it, you both made quite clear that it was people being impatient and not working together or wanting to do a loot funnel to help people. It feels pretty hypocritical to make those statements, then go and run a group without keeping to the plan. True. I've also noticed some friction here and there in guild chat, enough for others to actually message me. We were only into the second week of the Shadowlands and not even in a stressful raid environment yet. For this, I just don't think having your guys on the roster is going to work out. I think it is best to cut ties here and hope that you guys are able to get on your feet somewhere else to raid. I can't risk that a quarter of our raid might have issues with the guild down the road that could set us back later on in progression. I have noticed that Alyssa and others Alyssa and Patterson seem to butt heads already, and if that gets worse with a guild this small, there will always be a ripple effect that I cannot risk. I apologize for this decision and how it will impact you and your friends, but I have to make sure I do everything I possibly can to maintain a cohesive guild environment that is drama-free. I enjoyed getting to know you and Alyssa and chatting here and there with the others, but after the officer meeting last night, it was voted that we part ways. I think that's totally acceptable. That's totally fine. It clearly wasn't working from the first message of the day. That's totally fine. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. All right. Okay. What's next? Okay, so then the reply. Can we talk over voice? I just think it might come out better than through text. While I agree that things come out better that way, the officers voted and I don't think anything will be changing the vote at this point. I do wish you all the best. I am truly saddened this didn't work out. I think we all invested time and planning in hopes that it would. I know personally I pushed for the roster to work in favour of all of you having a raid spot. Well, it is what it is, I guess. At the end of the day, I'm one vote. With other people bringing up concerns already in the expansion, I can't understand not taking the can. I can understand not taking it on. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, though. I do feel like it's pretty low for y'all to pull this literally the week before the raid opens. Feels very irresponsible and selfish to not even try to make anything work. Regarding Discord, I'm not going to hang out with a single clump of 10 plus people. You can't have meaningful talks with 10 people at once, and I tried to get groups running so that we could get to know each other better. But Patterson was kind of a jerk to me about it, so I brushed it off and did my own thing to not cause friction, and I expressed to you in-game that there was no point in running stack groups when there was only 7 of us willing to do it. So I don't feel that the criticism of me there is valid. I only ran 1 dungeon before time, so I still had 7. And I checked at 8, and one of your dudes wasn't online yet. After 8 again, I told you that there was no longer a point to it because obviously you guys didn't want to do it. From my perspective, I hear complaints about us not being involved and invested enough. So I tried to get involved and organise something. Then Patterson and others act like I'm the plague. I have the plague, or that I'm trying to ruin everyone's fun. Just hard to get a read on that. Then we get kicked on the eve of raid release based purely off a possibility and hypothetical. I suppose it is best that we split if that's going to be your reaction to people who want to just show up, have fun and raid, Again, I know it's not your fault, you're the messenger, but I do want to restate what I think is a fairly objective viewpoint that this is pretty low thing for to do to a group of people who have been committed to this guild for a couple of months. Now we'll be lucky to find a guild to raid with this tier at all. I'm sorry about the miscommunication between you, me, and others, but I thought I made it clear with the 7 there was no point. But definitely sorry on my end for not communicating better. The guild's not wrong, dude. So far from what I'm seeing, the guild did the right thing, I think. I mean, based on what you sent me. I'll stick with you, though. Because this... carry on. Yeah. I understand where you're coming from, and I know it's a hypothetical issue when it comes to if later on things won't work out. Or that I would have to replace a quarter of the raid. Getting messages from other raiders so soon in the tier about you guys is concerning. Enough to warrant an officer meeting yesterday. I'm sorry you view the timing as poor. We wanted to give you group the option to find a place as soon as possible before the raid started. Because you guys were not active in the last tier, it wasn't something that could have been brought up until now. True. It's a risk moving forward, and having issues come up after trials could cause more of a setback to the officers of the guild, and it isn't worth the risk. It's not worth the risk. I mean, you can say I view the timing as poor, but that doesn't make it a subjective thing. You should realise that this screws us pretty hard. True, it does. I could understand that it's more advantageous for y'all to kick us now, so I get it, but it clearly makes it much harder for us to find a guild to raid with. You yourself explicitly told me that this wouldn't be a problem. I told you in advance that we like to chill in Discord by ourselves when we're not doing stuff. You should have been upfront with me 2 months ago and said that it was going to be a problem. And maybe you being on it. Maybe you are being honest. But I think the raiders having concerns is at worst a lie and at best an exaggeration. You're the officer core. It's your decision. We're not going to up and vanish because, as I've expressed to you, it's monumentally difficult to find a new guild in the middle of a tier when you're as large a group as we are. You could have alleviated any concerns that any raiders had. This is unilaterally your call as the leadership group, so own it. You've been kind to me, so I want to wish you the best of luck, but to be honest, I feel pretty screwed over right now from the guild leadership, so it wouldn't be sincere. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. You're not wrong, you are screwed, but come on, man. 6 of you? I would be pretty worried if a guild accepted 6 people as a group. That would bother me. So, Mike... we don't recruit groups of people. You don't do it. You just don't. It very rarely works. I'm not going to say never, but when one of you leaves or gets kicked or gets benched, everybody goes. I've seen it time and time again. They want to play with their friends. Doesn't always happen, but 6 of you in a mythic raid team? Fuck, man. That is a knife edge. As you can see, we were G-kicked over being a click, and not clicking. So once the group, once we were told what happened, I got on Discord and started sending some messages. Did you? Oh no. Did you get involved? Oh man. This is why I have no friends, nobody to drag me down. Yeah. Alright, let's see. 6 people? It's tough. You are right, though. You did get screwed. The guild did say, but I would, honestly, hand on my heart, if you came to our guild and we needed 6 people, but you were a group of 6, I still wouldn't accept you. No way. No way. All right, let's see where this goes, though. Hey, Adri, I can't see our guild chat anymore. I was hoping to see if anyone wanted to do mythics tomorrow, you lying sack of shit. And then you started playing the I don't know what happened game. Oh, dude, you are digging a hole. Hey, I can't see guild chat anymore. I was hoping to see if anyone wanted to do mythics tomorrow. My internet has been bad for the last 2 days, so I wasn't able to. Do you know if anyone would be interested in Mythic Zero tomorrow? Doesn't have to be a loot group. I just need them done for my shaman. I would like to try and do more with the guild. I must have clicked something wrong or something in Discord to disable my guild chat. Why? Why? What are you going to get out of this? What are you hoping to get out of this? Honestly. What are you hoping to get? I would block you straight away. If someone came in with that obnoxious line, I'd be like, fuck off, man. You're blocked. Adri, though, our guild leader, did not block. Hey, Arthur. Your Discord rank has changed. If you touch base with Alyssa, she can fill you in. I'm truly sorry. What do you mean? Did I get kicked or something? Crying face. I thought we talked about communication being number one. Unhappy face. If I did something wrong, we could have at least talked about it. Really cryy face. It wasn't a thing with you and Alyssa. It was just a few issues in general. I'll send you what I sent to Alyssa. We had our officer meeting last night. Give me a minute. Then it's the message that we sent about the guild kick. He actually typed, what? With like 50 A's. I thought we were doing so good. Unhappy face. What? Oh my god. I'm super sorry to hear that. So many people I know were getting it and it's so scary. Oh no. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh no, I'm missing a screenshot. Hold. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, so it's a jump forward in the conversation. Alright, so you've caught a bit. You didn't think I'd fucking check these screenshots, did I? You've edited this. Haven't you? Sneaky boy. Because there's something, the next line that you sent me. Hold on. The next line is Adri saying, I'm super sorry to hear that. So many people I know are getting it and it's so scary. I hope they don't have horrible symptoms. So you said something about corona in the middle there. Let me check the times. So the first message here mentioning corona is at 12:56 p.m. yesterday. And the previous one was at 12:54 yesterday. Why did you cut the bit out? Something fucking scandalous going on here, isn't there? Isn't there? Okay. Is this some sort of April Fool's joke? No, for real, is this a joke? Because, like, I like this guild. I even talked to Patterson and we talked it out and figured out we're all good. I thought it was just a misunderstanding. No, I wouldn't joke about this. Officers have gotten whispers and asked in Discord more than a few times about some of the concerns I brought up. Being just 2 weeks in and having this happen is not a good thing. I mean, it's only been a short amount of time and we've all been so busy and a lot's been going on in our own lives. Couldn't this have waited for the first day of raiding? I feel like we're screwed now, unhappy face. We put a lot of effort and loyalty into this group. We genuinely wanted to be here. How come we weren't approached by officers or guildies who had concerns? I feel like we didn't get an opportunity to communicate anything. I also can't talk to a name at the minute because I'm at work. So we can't get in Discord and chat, and I messaged him and he hasn't responded. No, he logged off after we spoke. I'd say he's pretty livid with me at the moment, and I can understand where he's coming from. At the end of the day, this was an officer vote. I'm one vote and majority rules. It wasn't a concern with every officer, then this conversation wouldn't be happening. We could have talked with you guys about the concerns if it was mixed. The vote was to cut ties now, give you all as much time as we could to find a new place and recruit before the raid starts. A concern I agree with. I work in management. I lead group technicians and I have concerns. I don't fire them. We have a meeting with the party whom we're concerned with, aka the techs, our group. Well, I genuinely like you, Adri. I think you're phenomenal and actually liked our time together. I'm not sure I agree with the leadership route your officer group has decided to take. I genuinely believe that if a meeting with the party at hand, us, had occurred, all of this could have been avoided. I don't know how the officers feel, but I can say for myself I actually am hurt by this and feel extremely betrayed, you lying bastard. I was confident in our relationship. We even added each other on social media. I followed your Instagram. That's a big step for me. And I felt like we were convinced and told by your officer group that this would not be an issue and that we wouldn't just be kicked aside. We're a bunch of good raiders and we are genuinely friendly and like to joke and play around, but we're still human. We are allowed to have differing opinions without fear of being G-kicked. I feel like the officers' feelings were hurt when their opinions were disagreed with. And the power trip to G-kick us wasn't a good example of leadership. Was though. It was though. Considering a simple sit down and discussion with us wouldn't have fixed that. Also, I think if you were able to see us in raid and how we interact in a raid environment, it could have been much better. I feel like we're getting G-kicked because we disagreed about Mythic Zero loot, and because we didn't sit in Discord with y'all, and that hurts. Unhappy face. Unless you kept the full lines in here. Unless you're just using this as an excuse to kick us out because I noticed more of your old raiders came back, and that we were your plan B. Oh my god, crackpot theory. I feel like this is a raid slot issue at this point. Crackpot theory? Tinfoil time. Yes, dude. Yeah, that's absolutely not the case. I sadly do have to recruit again. We have 19 people in the roster. I am unhappy. I don't know what else to say. This just sucks. I am as well. It feels really poorly executed by your leadership and not very thought through. Someone and I always ask the guild chat for people to run with us. I actually don't understand how we were perceived as not wanting to participate. We did Among Us pre-Shadowlands for months. We were definitely involved. I'm honestly just thinking Patterson got his feelings hurt. For people calling him impatient and having different opinions. Officers shouldn't think through emotion like that. World of Warcraft. No emotions in the officer team. Alright? You must be Vulcan at heart in order to be a guild master, officer of World of Warcraft. Okay? You must sever all forms of emotion. Once you take a responsibility like being an officer in World of Warcraft, no emotion anymore. Down to business. But I'll leave you alone. I generally think you should reconsider your leadership in the guild. They need to understand what their position entails, and if their goal is true progression, then it should be based off skill and loyalty and persistence. If a player has a different opinion, it warrants a conversation, not a kick. I'll relay that in a way that can be understood. Oh, you upset the officer! I think I need a demotion. No! Oh, dude, this makes me sad now. You're fine. They're just big babies. No, this is making me anxious and I want to go for a drink. Oh, you made her sad! Well, good luck then. Sadly, the last 2 months of our group's time has been completely wasted, and now we're probably not going to be able to raid this tier, because Patterson had his feelings hurt. The deflection is real. I hope that's not the case, and you guys figure something out. I wish I could tell you some other guilds where they're having. I'm sorry this happened. I'm going to miss your time here. If progression was the main concern, kicking us is not on the table. I'm not livid. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And I feel betrayed and almost disgusted. It feels... Jesus Christ. Oh, you're trolling too hard, dude. It's like feeling or trusting your significant other. You were in the guild for 2 months. It's feeling like your significant other, and then you let down and they cheated on you, and you're forced to break up. What if when the significant other had talked about their concerns? It could have all been avoided. My trust issues got amplified because of this, and now I'm a sad boy. And he spelt boy B-O-I. I'll stop spamming. I'll TTYL. I think you need to have a chat with your officers. I even rolled enhancement for this guild. Lol. That's the saddest part of the whole story. Guilty. Oh my god. Okay. Can you give me insight as to why you decided to remove all 6 of us? I feel as if the kick came from nowhere and was a knee-jerk reaction to hurt feelings of a disagreement on Mythic Zero armor stacking. I heard the bullshit lie about us not participating when we were in Among Us for 2 months pre-Shadowlands. These Among Us games must have been fucking killer. And my friend and I asked for guildies to join us in dungeons on a regular basis. I'd like to understand the choice, and I'm not seeking a Oh, this is to Patterson now. Okay, he's sending messages to Patterson. I'm not seeking a re-invitation, as Adri made it clear you are not interested in inviting us back. Alright, he's going to Patterson. Patterson says, I'm not an officer. I don't make any of these decisions. Rip the dream. It says here... It's got a big arrow that says I'm trying to joke around. Patterson's reply is, what dream? Question mark. What dream? What are you talking about? Like, Patterson don't give a fuck. It's like, what? Jesus, dude. The last 2 months of loyal to this guild feels super wasted now. Don't know why we were kicked without a conversation. Just feels bad. I wasn't part of the conversation of the decision made. It was the officers. I'm not sure why you're talking to me. It's alright. Figured you were an officer. Your name was brought up multiple times. I'm just a tank. I'm a pleb. Okay. Kinda sad we got kicked, man. Not gonna lie. Really wanted to raid with y'all. I'm sure you guys will find success in the Shadowlands. Lots of opportunity out there. From what I'm understanding, it just wasn't a good fit over multiple instances of conversation. It happens. Wish you guys the best. Nah, that wasn't it. There was no conversation. It just kind of blows. We were always inviting people in guild chat to Among Us. These Among Us games, dude, are fucking fire. Absolute fire. Tried to be part of the group. It was legit just bad communication. The fact that you and I had different opinions didn't seem to be well received either. I feel like leadership made a knee-jerk reaction and could have waited things out, to be honest. To be clear, I initiated the let's hash out the misunderstanding thing. Yeah, and we did, I thought, didn't we? Question mark. I lost internet yesterday and won't have it back until tomorrow night. I'm at work right now. That's why I have internet. I think you're getting the assumption that I was the pillar in this decision. No, I was just agreeing with you that we hashed it out. I'm just talking to you as a guildie at this point. I'll put it this way. If we really were a bad fit, then the guild would notice that now we're not there. I feel like the guild won't even notice we're gone, because that's how little they communicated with us or interacted. Probably. That's not doing you any favours, though, is it? Probably. I'm in danger of cringing to death. That's the point, yeah. I feel like they won't even notice we're gone. Yeah, but those Among Us games, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Regardless of our attempts, whether that attempt was armor stacking, inviting people to dungeons, or playing Among Us. You're killing my soul, brother. You're killing my soul. I think that your leadership in the guild made a poor call. But I'll let you go. I appreciate the chat. Good luck in the Shadowlands. This is honestly the first interaction I've had with you in 3 days. That's his reply. I love Patterson so much. What are you even talking about? This is the first time we've spoke in 3 days. Like, what do you mean? Patterson is the GOAT, man. It's like, what do you mean? We haven't spoken. It's like the game's been out a week and we haven't even fucking spoken 3 days. What are you on about? Exactly. Half the guild didn't know us, and it was blamed on us. And Alyssa. But we definitely sent out invites. Also, the first week of Shadowlands, I don't know how you're going to get to know someone in 1 week. Oh, shit. Patterson says, can I just talk to you straight? Question mark. I don't know what's coming, but it's going to be cool. Patterson's like, okay, look, can I just fucking hit you straight up, all right? You don't know all your guildies in a week. It's been months. It takes months to know people. Of course you can. That's what I've been asking for. Look, one of the glaringly common complaints that I've seen and heard from the core of you, primarily Alyssa, is that they want to avoid cliques and all. Then they request armor stack comes, which for some is reasonable, others not so much. From what I'm told, Adri and another 2 key members of the guild purposely set aside time to participate in last night's plate stack to assist Alyssa's request. You echoed his request yesterday in guild chat, and it was poorly received. Difference of opinion is more than valid. However, in an effort for you guys to avoid cliques, because you became the cliche clique after all, you never joined one of the numerous open channels in Discord to associate with the guild members, never participated in conversation until the literal last 2 days. By conversation, I mean something actually worth talking about over the last 20 days. Your absence was considerably noticeable on my part, as I kept asking, who are these guys? When are they going to try and be a part of the guild? Why are they always on their own? The question was echoed by several others. The constant pings to raiders in announcements to try to socialize, as we are a small and quaint guild, was in my opinion, primarily directed at the 20% of the roster that was by and large MIA, i.e. U5. So to make a relatively big fuss about armor stacking, and then to have Alyssa's request to join the group, Adri's request to join the group by 8:50 p.m. last night, 10 minutes prior to the actual start time. And then for him to have a group already formed and doing M0 already, that's inappropriate. Both of several groups yesterday missed trying to accommodate the request for armor stacks. They did this willingly. Yeah, they passed on groups to be in the group, and then you already got started. I wish it was directed specifically to us in a way that said, hey, if y'all don't talk to us in Discord, we're going to kick you. Again, I state very strongly, these are my opinions. They may or not be shared or agreed with by the leadership. You're misunderstanding my point entirely if that's how you're responding. You collectively said you wanted to avoid clicks, but you were a complete click. Okay, so what I'm getting here is they approach. This is what happened. This is the story, right? This is what happened. Hey, we're 6 guys. We're a team. We're a tank. We're like 3 DPS and 2 healers. We want to join your guild. Now, don't worry. One of our main goals is to not just be a clique within the guild. We want to make sure we're not a clique. We want to make sure that we are a full team. Guild response. That's pretty ideal. We're going to risk bringing 6 of you into the guild, but you've got to be part of the team. We don't want you guys to just be your own thing. Okay. Awesome. We're going to play Among Us with you, but other than that, we're kind of just going to sit in our own Discord and do stuff together. But we definitely don't want to be a clique. I kind of get the impression that's what went down. But I could be wrong, but I'm going off your evidence and conversations. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure you just stuck in your own Discord and stuff. Okay. You collectively said you want to avoid cliques, but you are the prototypical cliche clique, constantly MIA. There were extra channels in Discord that allowed for you all to be in your own channel if desired, but still be open to interacting with the guild. It wasn't suitable for the 5 of you to do so, and for the culture in this guild, with keeping in mind still a game after all, it seems like the officer team made the decision they did. Do you see how that was never told to us that, hey, we have empty Discord channels? Or, hey, if you don't join, you're kicked because we feel like you're a clique? I agree with you and see your perspective entirely, by the way. Do you need to be told that there's empty Discord channels? Does anybody watching this right now need to be told that when they click on a Discord and they see an empty voice channel, that there's an empty voice channel? Okay, good. Just double checking. Just double checking. No. No, I don't see. I agree with you, and I see your perspective entirely. No, I don't see it. Here's why, and bear with me. We were never directly informed that we needed to be in Discord, honestly. I don't see it simply because, as adults, all of us, we shouldn't, as a guild, have to point out the simple fact that we have open Discord channels. 3M Plus channels, a raid channel, amongst multiple chat channels. Your participation in said channels shouldn't need the directive or participatory actions when you yourselves wanted to avoid the one thing you were, a clique. If that is truly your desire, when welcomed into a guild with open arms, you'd have naturally gravitated towards being in the guild Discord. Your crew was 20% of our roster going into Heroic Week. 20% of MIA roster is noticeable. I don't know who you think we want, why you think we wanted to avoid cliques, by the way. This was something I think someone hated. I don't know where this idea came from. Alyssa! I agree. I agree with you, though. Well, that perspective makes sense. We definitely care about progression more. Myself, the officers, and about 85% of the rest of the roster are very focused on progression. I myself have multiple world number 2 to 5 passes in my raiding past. Ooh, misses. Multiple cutting edges. Ooh, in which I've led as GM, RL, and officer. Big. However, with their personal accomplishment comes the overall look of the guild. From what I can discern from the decision made, it wasn't seemingly going to work out, man. That's it. I have no ill will towards you or the others. I do tend to agree with their decision made for the sake of unity. Small culture guild and the progression towards another cutting edge for this guild. This guild fought hard to keep a roster together for Nyalotha. They don't want dysfunction so early on. Well, thank you for the transparency and taking time out of your day to explain things. I genuinely believe things would have been good with us 6. We were actually happy to be in a home. Just didn't seem to portray it properly. Good luck, and let us know if y'all change your minds. Ha ha ha. Smiley face with tears. Because now we're fucked. Lol. A little bit, yeah. Wish you the best. Certainly not a decision I'm a part of, though. I wish you all the best. You're welcome for the conversation. Okay. The conclusion, then, of this tale. He doesn't have serious issues. He was trolling there. 100% is trolling in that conversation. The guild is right, though. Let's see the conclusion. Mike, we had 2 months spent with these guys in Among Us. We fucking shut up about Among Us. Only like 4 of them can even take part. It's a 10-player game and there's 6 of you, plus girlfriends and shit, right? Shut up about Among Us. Shut up. Stop. Okay? Stop it. We had about 2 months with these guys in Among Us, hanging out. We said at the very beginning that we don't get in Discord much, and we were being recruited. We were told specifically this would never happen. It seems like just because we disagreed on the ideas of armor stacking. No! 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 It's nothing to do with the armor stacking. At all. That's like the tiniest piece of it. No. No. Had issues with the 2 p.m. raid time. That never came up in your conversations from what I could tell. It was the raid time, besides that one guild message. And we're in Discord a lot. They kicked us before raid. You didn't fit. It's a square peg. It's a round hole and you're a square peg. That's it. It's fine. There's no big conspiracy. Nobody hates you. You didn't fit. That's it. And a guild doesn't want people in it that don't fit, because then the guild dies. That's it. They thought we wouldn't mesh. What, really? They never gave us chance to. They did. You can mesh in 2 months. Secondly, they didn't even directly come to us and say, hey guys, we would like to see you more in our Discord. They shouldn't need to. That's ridiculous. Don't come to me with that bullshit. Alright? I'm too goddamn old for that shit. I'm too goddamn old. Don't come to me with that. You came to me and said, well, you never said we needed to join Discord. No, I didn't. You know why? You're not 12. You can figure this shit out yourself. Maybe during the day you could come into the guild and hang out for a bit. Patterson is a total troll. Patterson seems like the most straight up person in this conversation. Honestly, Patterson seems amazing. I can't believe you actually dislike Patterson. Patterson is just telling it straight. Patterson is not a total troll. You were trying to troll him. If you're not trolling in these conversations, I will eat my own butt cheeks. Right? You came in with the troll the first time, pretending you didn't know you'd been kicked. Get the fuck away. Don't try and trick me. I've been doing the show for 5 years. I can read between the fucking lines. They're a bunch of losers and liars. No. No, they're just a guild looking after their own interests. And what we think happened was that a lot of other guildies came back and our group of 6 was just a backup plan. No, I disagree with that as well. And now that the new guildies are back, they've kicked us aside. No, you just don't fit. You just don't fit. You came to the party dressed as a clown. It wasn't fancy dress. You just don't fit. That's all. There's nothing deeper than that. It's as shallow as a puddle. You don't fit with the guild. And they blamed the clickiness. You were clicky. It really doesn't make sense as to why they didn't even wait until the first raid to see how it worked out. It makes perfect sense. They don't want trouble down the line because it could kill the entire guild. It actually makes 100% sense. I'm not being smug right now. It makes total sense. Once you realize there's going to be a problem, if you run a guild for a long time, you can smell that problem coming a mile away. It's dog shit on your shoe. You know it's coming. It makes total sense. Makes total sense. Are we guilty? Oh, can you put it to the audience? You don't want that. Are we the trolls, or are they just using it as a backup plan and didn't like the idea of 6 people coming in and not being another member like them? You're guilty. You're guilty. I will declare judgment. I haven't got my hammer. You're guilty. You are guilty. Yes, you are the trolls. 100%. And it's also not a big deal. By any means. Not a big deal. It didn't need you to go and start sending these messages. That's for damn sure, man. Especially you made that girl sad. You should apologize to her. For real. There's no need to make her sad. She's the messenger and you made her sad. Fuck that. That's a douche thing to do. That's a douchey thing to do. She was being nice, man. She was sent to deliver the message. Good story, though. Yeah, it was a good story. There's a missing line in here that you intentionally cut out. I don't know what it was, but there was a missing line in there that you intentionally cut out. Fucking hell, that was a long drama story. And that does bring us to the end of drama time for this week. Jesus Christ, the last 2 weeks have been insane. Woo! Oh my god. True. Oh, he wasn't wrong. Like, he is screwed. They're pissed because they are screwed. That's not a lie. Their team is screwed. But honestly, I think you should build your own guild. A group of 6 of you trying to get into another guild, you obviously don't want the responsibility. You kind of do want your cake and eat it too, which is, you want your cake and eat it too, which is to just go into a guild, have somebody else run it and manage it, and then you guys raid in it. That's what you really want, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Your group of 6 wants to just turn up to raid, and you need 14 other people to do it. So you want everybody else to sort out that 14 players, and you just turn up raid, and then you go off and do your own thing. You're asking a lot. I would question seriously, do you guys actually want to be a part of a team, or do you just require 14 other people to mythic raid? What's the real answer to that question? Because if you're looking for just, like, somebody else to sort out the 14 other people to raid, that's not going to work. That's not a guild team. Yeah, that's all. That's what you really want. You guys want to do whatever you do. You don't want the responsibility. You don't want to lead anybody. And you're just hoping that somebody else kind of sorts out the 14 other people. I feel like that's what you're really after. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's certainly how it feels. Among Us when, though? When is Among Us? Is Finn streaming? Finn said he was going to be up. I'm trying to reach him, so he might already be streaming. There's our boy, Mr. Finn, who has leveled so many characters. Yep. Okay, Mr. Finn is streaming. He's just hit us up. All right, I'm going to send you over to Mr. Finn. There's no stream tomorrow. We're doing a lot of filming for the 2021 stuff. Ooh, interesting. So we I should be streaming on Sunday, all right? No stream tomorrow for definite. I'm too busy filming, but we should be streaming. I think Finn's starting the stream now. I just said, is the stream up, Mr. Fingal? And it should be up. So hopefully, let's double check before I raid you, otherwise it's not going to work. And that's going to suck. Where are you, Mr. Fingal? Fingal 1. And let's have a look. See, yep, he's live. He certainly is. All right, I'm going to send you over to Mr. Finn. Give him a big cuddle. Hopefully, he'll be back with some videos for us soon, and I should be good. Thank you. Have a great weekend, guys. Whatever you're doing, and I will see you as soon as possible. Can you cast OTK's World First Race? I'm not casting anything as far as I know, but I might be dropping in. I might be dropping in here and there just to throw my 2 cents in, but I'm not officially casting for anybody. Bye bye.